Good morning. It is December 21st, and we're going to do a video on real estate tips, thinking outside the box, beyond the basics. Who is the smartest real estate resource, and how to use ChatGPT to learn about real estate? You don't know what you don't know, and it's a real gut punch when you realize that. It's even bigger gut punch when you have a bad experience and you don't even know what happened. Don't become an expert because of your bad experiences. So how do you break it down? You break it down into buyer tips and seller tips. So we're going to jump over onto the internet, and we're going to use ChatGPT. And if you don't know about ChatGPT, see up here at the top, it says chatgpt.com. You can ask anything you want. So I'm going to ask, what are the best buyer tips for real estate? And I've asked it before, but I just want to show you how this works. And we'll run down, this is whatever ChatGPT says. Assess your financial situation. Define your needs and priorities. Research the market. Work with professionals. Conduct due diligence. Negotiate wisely. Plan for the long term. Understand the paperwork. Protect yourself. Stay patient. Okay, and then each one of those had subcategories that we could read. So let's do, what are the best real estate tips for sellers? Question mark. And selling real estate can be very complex, but with the right approach, you can maximize your profit and ensure a smooth transition. Here are the best tips for real estate sellers. Prepare your property. Set the price right. Stage your home. Market effectively. Choose the right agent. Be flexible with showings. Be transparent. Negotiate strategically. Manage the closing process. Time your sale. Spring and summer are typically the best times to sell as demand is higher. Offer incentives. Stay emotionally detached. The only thing that was on both those lists, I think, is to choose the right agent. And obviously, I'm making this video so you guys can decide if you want to consider me as a resource. So I prepared some tips on this subject, because what is outside the box real estate tips, beyond the basics? Who is the smartest resource in real estate? And then I showed you how to use ChatGPT to learn about real estate, but it's also to learn about anything. You don't know what you don't know, and it's a real gut punch when you realize it. And I already did this slide, so let's move on down. So, buyer and seller tips. When buying, you can ask, has there been any offers? One of the things I talk about in my videos has to do with the days on market. All the good deals sold in the first 3 to 5 days, a week, 10 days. When you see something that's been on the market for 10 or 14 or 124 days, there is a reason, and generally it's price. And you can ask, have there been any offers? And there's other ways to tell if there have been any offers. And one way is when you look on MLS, and I know it doesn't apply to you because you can't go on MLS, but as a realtor, I can check to see if there's any attachments to the real estate listing. Because once somebody makes an offer, the listing agent realizes, oh, I forgot to include the property disclosure. Oh, I forgot to include the HOA disclosure. Then they upload it. So if you want to know if they've had any offers, a good way without asking is to see if there's any attachments. All right, let's do the biggest selling tip. Buyer to verify is one of the things that caused me to make videos, because I tend to make videos when I'm upset about something and buyer to verify is the biggest crime in realtoring. This is the biggest malpractice in real estate, and I've done videos on buyer to verify. Property disclosure solution. This is such a litigious environment, and realtors tend to want to put that buyer to verify on their listings because they don't know how to handle it if they get something wrong in the listing. And the way that I handle it is by adding this wording to all of my property disclosures. All room sizes, deed restrictions, rent and lease restrictions, pet restrictions, school zones, and any deal breakers to be verified by the buyers before the inspection period, let's make this even better, ends. The MLS listing is a list of characteristics believed to be true by the seller and listing information. This information should be verified by the buyer. And what this does, by putting this on the property disclosure as opposed to putting it on the listing, you're going to get a whole lot more people looking at the listing. When buying, keep the contract simple. Back in the good old days when there were so many bank properties, there was one big rule. Don't check any of the boxes. Don't make changes. Don't add contingency. If left blank then, leave it blank. The bank reps were getting multiple offers, and the simplest, cleanest, easy to read contract was our goal. We put in the price, we put in the deposit, we put in the purchase amount, we put in the closing dates, we put in only the minimum because sellers are generally like buyers. Everybody's nervous making a real estate transaction. Nobody wants to make a mistake. So if you put too many things in a contract, it will cause the seller to be anguished. Anguished. I don't know if that's the right word. Anyway, school zones. Oh my God. Don't make me go on about school zones. Okay, financing on a listing. I could do a whole video on this, and I have. Financing on a listing is really, really critical because FHA buyers are basically challenged by sellers not wanting to go FHA, yet FHA is the best buyer to get the most amount of money. If you want to get appraised value for your house, sell it FHA. And by the way, we saw those 20 real estate tips, and not one time did it say list financing on a listing. Unpermitted work is a big deal because whoever owns the house owns the problem. And if you buy a home and it has unpermitted work and you get caught, that house gets caught, and you say, well, it was like this when I bought it. It doesn't matter. Unbranded videos. Generally, you can put 2 videos on MLS, and they have to be unbranded. And what I've found is a lot of these videos, people only look at one video. Attaching the 2 videos to each other is great. Pet restrictions, deed restrictions, zone for horses, agricultural. I just don't want to turn this into a complaining session, but this is an amazing, amazing situation. And I've got a whole video on that. Wholesalers want to steal your home. They always ask, what is the motivation of the seller? Whenever you hear that question, you know that this is a wholesaler who's trying to find a motivated seller. And when I hear that, I move on. I have over 1,000 wholesaler buyers on a list right now, and I sell exactly 0 listings to them because I can get so much more from real buyers. So when I hear the seller motivation question, I know they're wasting my time. So let's talk about some of the videos that I've made. Real Estate Challenge explained with the 100-pound dog, beyond the 3-point marketing plan. Do you know the 3-point marketing plan? Put it on Zillow, put a sign in the yard, and pray. Let's go back to that list of videos I've done. Rules for realtors, MLS listing mistakes, how to talk to a realtor. Sinkhole and settlement discussion, owner financing, get the best mortgage, life tips, 25 real estate tips, 28 real estate tips. The biggest mistake on a listing is buyer to verify. What I learned today about a potential scam, sinkhole and settlement discussion, my previous version. Vacant land discussion, post-hurricane Pasco County buyers questions, the FEMA 50% rule, 6 questions you must ask before you buy. 25 buyer tips, how to get the best deal on a real estate deal. Sinkhole and settlement again, I keep remaking that one. Shopping for homes on the internet. Oh my gosh, don't get me started. This is about how buyers swipe right, swipe right, swipe right. There's a whole discussion on why the pictures are so important, that they must be in the correct format. Bad words in real estate. Oh my gosh, I can't stop myself. Must see, and this one will go fast. If that's on your listing, then your agent, your listing does not understand swipe right. You have 2-3 seconds before a buyer moves on to a different house. So this could be yours. Welcome home, won't last, adorable. We are delighted to present. Cozy, stunning, soaring, gorgeous, nestled, boast, sought, location, location, location. Here's an example of a listing that made me want to jump out of my skin. And all the yellow are totally unnecessary words that will cause your buyers to swipe right before they even know what you're offering. And it goes on and on. Nestled, cozy, quaint, wow, epitome, curated. Honey, stop the car. Anyway, I could go on, and I will stop. Let's jump over to my resume. I've been doing real estate since 2020. Prior to that, I was a stockbroker in the financial services industry. I did my first real estate deal April 11th of 2000, and that's not my first purchase. That was my first sale, and then my last sale. And these are properties that I personally was involved with, where I got a check. And on MLS, according to MLS, there are 651 transactions that I have been involved with. I've always advertised that I'm Mr. Pasco, and these are the deals that I've done on MLS. I am doing a lot of deals now outside of Pasco County, and you can see I've done deals in Orlando, and I appreciate the opportunity to compete for your business. And I have this saying, and it says that if anybody can do it, well, you don't need me. But if you have a challenging situation and you're not sure what to do, and it's a puzzle, I am the puzzle master. I look forward to the most challenging scenarios, the most challenging situations. And if you're looking for someone to be your advocate, I come from an industry where we allegedly put the buyer's interests ahead of our own interests. I spend more time talking people out of making bad moves than I do. And I don't talk people into anything. What I use is what I call the Burger King School of Real Estate. And it says that you're going to have it your way. You are not going to buy a property if you don't want it. And buying a property is a hoop jumping contest. And there's no way that you're going to get a property unless you really want it and you're willing to lean into it and jump through the hoops and overcome the hurdles and overcome the obstacles. And sometimes you get kicked in the face and you have to sit back down, and then you have to wait. And then 30, 60, 90, 120 days later, you pursue it again. It's all about credit and income. And by the way, I am a mortgage broker if you need help with financing. Finally, I appreciate you watching my videos. I got to tell you, my son is an announcer, and he's been announcing since like 16 years old in high school. And in the last 3 or 4 years, he opened up a radio show on his college radio station, and he inspired me to make these videos. Let me just jump over to my YouTube channel and show you some of the other videos that you might have an interest in watching. And this will be one of them, just an opportunity to, this is my non-branded YouTube channel. When you list a property and you put it on MLS, you're not allowed to have branded properties on MLS. So let's jump over to my most active YouTube channel. And let's see here. I know I can do it. Switch account. Here we go. And my picture is in the way. Let me jump out of here. Okay, your videos. So I'm not a big YouTuber, although I've been trying to put out content on a regular basis. But if you search me, Randall Jenkins Realtor, I have two of them under that name. One of them has me in a hat. The one you want is the one with me in a suit. And here's all the videos that I've been doing lately for my content. Understanding sinkholes and settlement. A lot of times you're not going to see many views here. Here's 393 views, but when I put them on Facebook, I can't include my YouTube link in my marketing. Now, I do put it on my regular sites, and you'll see those. Maybe I should show you those. This is all people that are reaching out to me regarding my listings. I actually have 21 listings right now. I went to high school in Hawaii. That's what you're looking at right there when we went to Hawaii recently. Randall Jenkins Real Estate Partners is my main Facebook page for my Facebook real estate page. Florida Real Estate Partners is the name of my company. American Mortgage Services is the name of my mortgage company. Not my mortgage company, but the one I'm working for. I do a lot of updates on, here's owner financing discussion. I do a lot of updates on the market in general. And frankly speaking, I'm here to help. I love to help. I'm available. My phone number is easy to remember. It's 409-HOME, which is 409-4663. And if you ever see anything that ends with 4663, that is home. Randy Jenkins here. Appreciate you watching. Have a great day.